Hi, my name is Russ Matthews with Real Dialogue. I had an interesting challenge a few months ago. I had a church approach me about giving a talk specifically in the book of Revelation, but how it compares to dystopian films. Two of my favorite topics is the Bible and also looking at film and bringing these two together. Now, I took on the challenge, but naively I thought that there would be a lot of content or resources to be able to talk about this subject. Not realizing that there had been a lot written on the book of Revelation, and there has been a fair bit written on dystopian films, but very little of anything bringing those two together. So this is kind of my journey, as it were, to kind of looking at how we can pull back the curtain on dystopia and looking at the connections and also the disconnections when it comes to dystopian films and Revelation. Now, there's two things I want to do for you before we get started in this introduction. One is just be able to go through a few films to be able to kind of get you an idea of what we're going to be looking at today. And then second, I've been looking at three key audiences that would be interested potentially in this talk. So one is the films. What is dystopia, or what are dystopian films? It's a really good question. I think there's some classics that you have like Blade Runner, Minority Report, Clockwork Orange, and say 12 Monkeys. And then you also have young adult fiction that would be like The Hunger Games and also Maze Runner. Or you could also even travel into the realm of Pixar. Pixar, WALL-E, was actually one of the best dystopian films in that genre. And then finally, the one that will probably connect most people is the superhero film or graphic novels. The Dark Knight with Batman and also Avengers Endgame are both dystopian films. And as I go through to describe that in the talk, you'll be able to understand a little bit more how these are all connected. But who are the audience for this talk? Well, that's a good question, and probably I'd say there's three key audiences. One would be those that really enjoy dystopian films and also really enjoy engaging with the Bible and maybe has never connected those two, and this is really a talk for you. But two, it's also for those who maybe don't necessarily connect with dystopian films, but want to connect with other people. And you know that the people in the workspace or maybe in your home that do watch a lot of these different television shows and movies, and seeing how you can start the conversation and traveling towards how that theme really gets to a discussion on the Bible. And finally, it would be for those of you who really enjoy dystopian films but have never thought of the bigger picture of how it connects to, say, the Bible, specifically Revelation. And this is a great talk for you to be able to kind of get you started on the journey, started on the conversation of taking the themes of dystopian films and looking at the bigger narrative that comes through the Bible. So that's who we would really benefit from this talk, and also what is dystopian films. And so hopefully you'll be able to come along with us on the journey on pulling back the curtain on dystopia. This is Russ Matthews with Real Dialogue.